It's been a dreary spring. The dreariest one that I can remember, honestly. The weather has not been very uplifting, and it's been a bit of a challenge to stay motivated. I have been trying to find little things to do, one at a time, one after the other. This weekend, I was so excited to find the comfort food I needed. I didn't even have to go to the grocery store. Around here, it's been rain, rats, and raccoons. Honestly, I've been having a hard time staying motivated, but I took a lot of inspiration from your suggestions on perennial vegetables that I can grow on my property. Between the weather and the mosquitoes, walking the property, carrying tools and plants, I didn't feel like dragging equipment around with me, but I'll show you the results. Some of you mentioned mint, and I realized I have tons of it growing in the front of the house. I really want to put some fragrant herbs around the chicken coop, so I transplanted some. I put some here in my front garden, and it's looking really great today. And there's instant herbs by the chicken coop. I also transplanted some mullein from my driveway, and this creeper decorative plant from the very front of my house. And I managed to get some of the oregano from between the interlocking by the fire pit. So hopefully this will also survive. It was like shopping at my own personal nursery. And I cut back everything in this area to try to get this berry bush to take over. One of the top suggestions was asparagus. And you guys are reading my mind. I know that asparagus flourishes here because there is a patch that grows across the road. While I'm comfortable harvesting this asparagus, I'm not comfortable coming over and digging it up because it's on my neighbor's property and we're not particularly friendly. So last year I seeded some asparagus that I planted with my strawberries and it just choked out. But I was walking the property line this weekend and I found this beautiful gem growing on the tree line. And inspired by your encouragement, I decided to try to transplant it. I did some research online, and turns out asparagus likes really loose, well-drained soil. My garden is a lot of clay, and the water table is very shallow. It's only about 3 feet down, and that also may be why the asparagus didn't grow there last year. Also makes me think that the 3 rows of asparagus that I planted in there last week probably won't do well. But I know that there is a sandy area next to my greenhouse. It looks like it was left over from the construction. I've always wanted to plant tobacco there, but for now, I think it's a perfect spot for asparagus. So that's where I put it. I have it covered in milk crates because my chickens were driving me absolutely crazy, but I'll uncover it and show you what I did. And there she is, standing strong, looking good on day 2. I'm pretty optimistic. And here I dug a trench and I planted some more seeds. I only transplanted one of the 2 so that if this doesn't survive, I still have some asparagus growing on the back tree line. But I'm really hoping that I can get a little patch growing right here by the greenhouse. Oh, I love you. I sure had a lot of fun shopping on my own property and making good use of what I already have. Then I wrapped up the weekend with a beautiful, nutritious, foraged meal. This bacon-wrapped asparagus was delicious, and I even had a side of the broadleaf plantain. There's something so wholesome about eating food grown by Mother Nature all by herself. I feel the same way when I drink water, knowing that it's coming directly from under my property. I really think there are health benefits that can't be discounted when we get this close to our food sources. Physically, mentally, emotionally. I really think that what we put into our bodies has a huge impact on how we move through the world. Through dreary days like these, I remind myself that this is why I came here. It is so amazing to be able to just walk around the property and make these magical discoveries that turn into supper. So thank you for the extra boost of inspiration. It really helped over the weekend, and it was very serendipitous that I happened upon that wild asparagus that I have that I'm able to dig up because it's on my own property. That's pretty exciting around here. Until next time, happy, healthy living. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, staying kind, and staying patient as spring takes her good old time getting here. I'm Katie Kate on the Homestead, and I'll see you later.